Hello! I hope you enjoyed learning about MC Escher. He's one of my favorite artists. I think his artwork is very fun and really makes you think. We're going to be making our own optical illusion art today. I've broken it down really simple for you. Here is an example of one that's part of the way done. Obviously, I still have some coloring to do, but we're gonna make the illusion of these big tube-like things. You can call them whatever you want, but it looks really complicated, but it's actually really simple. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna find yourself a piece of paper. I might go with a smaller piece for now because it is a lot of line work. So the very first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna put just a wiggly line that goes from one end of our paper all the way to the other. So I'll let you go ahead and do that. You can just hit pause on the video and kind of follow along with me to get started. The second thing we're gonna do is on that wiggly line, we're gonna put some points. I put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so you could even do 7 or 8, but 6 is probably the minimum. So I put points along my line, just randomly. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a line, I'm going to start off the edge of the paper and I'm going to kind of jump to my points, kind of like the line is bouncing. So all my points are going to connect in that way. Now I'm going to start building my tubes. So what I do is I go from point to point. The bottom of my pencil or marker always goes point to point, and then I just keep going further and further up. So I like to skip around, so I'll build a whole tube and then I'll come somewhere else and I'll build another tube. So the way that I build is by making my line go point to point. Okay, so here is one that I've completed on the top half. So all of my lines connect to my original points, and the fun thing is as you go tube by tube, some of them get bigger, some of them get smaller. It really adds a lot of variety, so it's okay. They do not all need to be the same size. So now I'm gonna skip down to the other side. I'm gonna do the same thing, except instead of making my lines bump up, I'm gonna make them curve down. So I will still be connecting point to point as I go. So I always start at the point. So I will always bring my pen back to this point, my pen or my pencil or whatever it is that I'm using. So what's gonna happen is when I do that, I'm gonna start to get these really thick black lines because I'm gonna be going over the same line over and over and over again. Okay. So I'm gonna keep filling this up. Okay, good job, guys. So when we're done, we'll have something that looks like this, with these cool little tubes or caterpillars or whatever you think that they look like. So we've got kind of a really interesting optical illusion going on, but we're not done. So hold on to these. Next week, we're gonna talk about coloring and how to shade in a way that creates the illusion of three-dimensionality. So that'll be nice and fun. So hold on to these, keep them in your art notebook or wherever you keep stuff that isn't finished, and we will come back to them next week. Bye.